Good morning, Gotham. This is the Morning Mask. I am Jade Jones here with Chad Chesterton.
That's Chesterfield.
Uh, oh, my bad. Chad Chesterfield.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Today is July 13th, and we have a lot of exciting news for you today.
Full plate today.
Just every time, Chad. This is why you shouldn't talk during intros.
It's a full plate of lasagna.
Gosh darn it. We'll start the morning off with a positive story. Gotham got a new Italian restaurant this week. Lola Lasagna had its grand opening this Tuesday. If that name sounds familiar, then it might be because the establishment was named after the owner, Lola Lasagna, who is a known associate of the Penguin. Despite some allegations, I will say that Miss Lasagna is quite a lovely woman, and her food is top-notch. I ate there yesterday with Chad, and the pastrami was phenomenal. And the prices are very reasonable. It's nice to have an Italian restaurant that actually considers the finances of the average Gotham resident. I'm looking at you, Romano Bros. Your food is too expensive. Anyway, the grand opening was attended by Penguin himself, and it was nice to see such a nice friendship between colleagues. Chad, I hope that if I open a restaurant one day, you'll be there for my grand opening.
Of course, Jaden. I'd be honored to be there for your grand opening. Who's going to be backing you? Will you have a Penguin restaurant, like Miss Lola over here? Or are you going to have some kind of Scarecrow restaurant? Maybe? Perhaps.
Very horror themed.
Yes,
It'd be a very horror themed.
A spooky Scarecrow restaurant? Or maybe you'll have some kind of Riddler restaurant?
Ooh, that would be great. I wonder... Oh, you think the Riddler would sponsor that?
Yeah, Riddler's I don't know, he doesn't seem like he's doing much these days.
Didn't he do stuff like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, but we haven't heard. He's been all quiet and stuff.
It's only been 2 weeks. You know how much time it takes to come up with a scheme? I imagine it takes a lot of time.
Isn't he in jail?
That's not important. People break out all the time. We're getting to that. We are getting to that story.
Well, yes, I'd be happy to go to your restaurant. I wish Miss Lola the best of luck in pursuing her evil delicacies alongside of the Penguin.
Evil? Her food was amazing. What?
Yeah, but it's backed by mob money.
You don't know that. She could have put down a loan at the bank.
Where would she gotten the money to start up the loan? The mob. It's always the mob.
You don't know. She could have been on the straight and narrow for a while now.
What's the Penguin doing there?
He's just a good friend.
Have you seen what he eats? How he eats? No one is just a friend with Penguin.
Would you care to elaborate on what he eats and how he eats?
Honestly, no, but I will, since you asked. Penguin is, I have to say, the most disgusting eater I've ever seen in my entire life. The way he actually just uses his hands as a plate and then sticks his fork into his hands to get the food off of it and then shovels that food into his mouth and then he slobbers and drools. It's disgusting, but the lasagna was very good.
Did you see this eating firsthand, or did you see a video of it?
Of course I saw it firsthand. I'm not some eating pervert going out looking for gross eating videos and staying awake in the middle of the night on YouTube trying to find videos of people eating into microphones for my own enjoyment. What am I, some kind of gross, repressed human being that just sits around and watches videos of people eating into microphones? No! I saw him in person, of course.
I didn't think you were into ASMR, but now that you've been so specific, I
think you're referring to a mukbang, which is the eating, whereas the ASMR, the audio sensory meridian response, is the more encompassing term for that style of video. But I am not the kind of person who goes out and looks for these kinds of things. I saw Penguin in person eating a hot dog. It was disgusting, Jake.
Were you out on a street corner watching him eat this, or
I was riding my bike like a dandy down the street when suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I see the Penguin, and there he is with a hot dog flayed open in his hands and his face down in this hot dog, eating it like a savage. If you ever see the Penguin eat, You can't look away.
Who is
On the streets of Gotham, are you kidding me?
He doesn't just walk around in broad daylight.
But no, you gotta go out at night.
Chad, why the hell would you be out at night?
To get scoops, like how gross the Penguin is when he eats from
It's
hot dog
dangerous
stands.
at night.
Yeah, but we're reporters. We face danger every day from the safety of our laptops.
Then why would you be on your laptop out at night?
To see the Penguin eat. Have you ever seen him eat before? It's disgusting.
We are gonna get sued for slander if Penguin ever hears this.
And then he uses a fork and knife to eat candy bars. I don't understand.
He's gonna kill us now. Oh, we are definitely dead. That umbrella, that's going right through your sternum, bud.
I'd like to see the Penguin try. Come at me. Go and try and destroy Jade Jones' apartment. I dare you. I double dare you.
God, please no. Please stop putting my apartment on the line. I just put down my deposit.
It's the only thing I can think of. I don't have anything. I sleep in a small shack inside of a slightly larger shack. I have a cardboard box out in an alley that I sleep in. There's a factory. It's got an open docking bay. Sometimes I put a hammock up there. I would sleep on the sofa here, but we don't have a sofa here. It's just two metal chairs and a table.
We're goners for sure if he ever hears this podcast.
The Penguin won't do anything and barely eat. Come at me, Penguin. I'm waiting for you.
I am so excited to report that one of my favorite villains, Zelda the Great, has been spotted. No one has seen or heard from the escape artist in almost half a year, and then, on Thursday, she strolled into the Gotham police station. According to a source within the Gotham PD, Zelda had managed to escape the grasp of another villain named Lockup. Rumor has it that this villain kidnaps other villains and, well, locks them up. I appreciate someone who tries to keep chaos off the streets of Gotham, but Zelda the Great is not to be messed with. She is a classy woman who doesn't rob banks or museums to fund the destruction of Gotham, but instead to fund elaborate feats of escapism. I used to go to Zelda's shows when I was a kid, and she is so sweet and so polite. So why go after her when there are other villains that should be taking priority lockup? Why not go after Scarecrow? Or Bane? Or if those two are too high maintenance, then how about grabbing some of those crime lords or violent gang members? All I'm saying is that Zelda is a sweetheart and won't hurt a fly. She turned herself in for heaven's sakes.
Jade, I never thought of you as someone who would have a favorite villain. I thought you were all for the safety of Gotham. What happened?
How has she ever harmed the safety of Gotham?
She's a robber. She robs.
And she's never hurt a single soul while robbing.
Honestly, if Lockup got her, it's because she was harming Gotham. All right? Lockup is one of the few people in Gotham trying to make it a better place. So if Zelda got by Lockup, then it was for a good reason.
Lockup kidnapped one of the local crime reporters because she was reporting on crime, and he thought it was encouraging people to commit more crime.
Well, when crime reporters are out here saying, oh, look at how good of a job this criminal is doing, then that's gonna happen.
At least she doesn't hurt anyone. With all the crimes that happen in Gotham, alright, I think it's okay to root for the criminals that aren't hurting people. She doesn't hurt anyone. The banks are insured.
A victimless crime, then, eh? Nothing but the taxpayer dollars to pay for that. I think you need to look at the bigger picture here, Jade. Zelda turned herself in for a reason. She's an escape artist, right? Who do you think she's trying to help escape? All I'm saying, things don't move around in Gotham for no reason. Lockup got Zelda. Zelda got out, and then immediately went back to Gotham, where Lockup can get her again. Why? Why? I think we have to look at the most important things here, and that's this. No one's heard from the Scarecrow in weeks, months even, and I think that we're going to find here soon that this is all connected to a big plan from the Scarecrow, the Penguin, and the Riddler.
I am I am getting to the Scarecrow. Calm down.
I knew it.
Do you not read the dossier I give you?
Well, I don't have time for reading, Jade. I'm over here reporting the news and bringing the truth to the Gotham people. You don't find truth through reading. You find truth from opening your eyes and seeing the world. Isn't that right, Bane? Thank you, Bane.
Just because Bane agrees with you doesn't mean anything.
Bane's a sweetheart. You'll leave him alone.
Hey, Lockup, if you're listening to this, I know that I suggested gang members earlier, but if I find out that you did anything to Matt the sandwich guy down the street, I will personally hunt you down and make you suffer. He makes the best sandwiches, and if you hurt a hair on his head or do anything to stop him from making my sandwiches every week, God help you. God help you.
Matt Sandwiches locks my tongue in a flavor prison. Every time. Bye, Bane.
Bye, Bane.
Always nice to hear from Bane. What a great dude.
He's so polite.
I know. What they won't tell you, but what we will tell you, is that Lockup secretly runs a villain training camp. People are always like, oh, he got locked up by Lockup. What a terrible thing to happen. But it's like a summer camp over there, Jade. It's like a gosh darn amusement park for those guys. They get brought in. They get special training, extra education, and lessons on villain finances so they can run their empires better. I don't know what Zelda was doing there, considering the fact that she spends most of her time spending money on escaping from her own machinations, like she's locked in a prison of her own creation. But I can tell you this, all right? She came out of there with a purpose, and that purpose is almost certainly nefarious.
Monday was a real mess as a creature called Scarebeast attacked the Newtown area of Gotham. It came out of nowhere, and unfortunately I was visiting a contact in the area. I got hit with a little bit of fear toxin, but you can't avoid every attack here in Gotham. However, in more exciting news, I got to see the creature up close, and it's creepy. Definitely one of Scarecrow's more destructive creations. Anyway, the creature vanished almost as quickly as it appeared, and we can only hope that it is brought down soon. Oh, and a quick thanks goes out to Batwoman, since I was informed that she was the one who saved me.
Getting hit with some fear toxins like a rite of passage here in Gotham. I don't think there's anyone living here over the age of 25 that hasn't sniffed a little bit of the Green Devil. It's just something that comes with the territory. I remember my first fear toxin. Oh, it was horrifying. Visions of terrible, terrible things. Such frightening things. But that was a long time ago. And now, if I ever get hit by some fear toxin, it's like, barely a thing. Honestly, I think Scarecrow needs to up the dose a little bit. It's been getting a little bit weak sauce, buddy. If you're listening, Scarecrow, you can, kick it up a little bit.
Really, I can say safely that it was my bad. I forgot my face mask at home. That's on me. If you're not walking around with a full gas mask in your bag, ready to be used at any time to save you from some fear toxin, really, that's on you. I mean, you should know better here in Gotham. That's definitely my bad.
You're asking for fear toxin if you're out there breathing the air.
I know. It's really my bad. I should have been prepared.
There's two things you got to watch out for in Gotham air. Number one, lead. Lead content's really high. It's been a problem for years. And two is fear toxin. They're both very bad.
Goodness.
And the same thing goes for the water, actually. Lead content, fear toxin. Watch out. Filter your water, folks.
Oh, and Ace Chemicals dumps their stuff in the water, too. Like, it's just a whole combination of
Ace Chemicals is the most ragtag, rip-roaring, good old boys ever. They have no idea what they're doing. They're always just sloshing their trash all over the place. They don't put a single lid on a single vat. You got bodies floating around in their drainage ditches constantly, getting blown up by Calendar Man for insurance money on the 4th of July every year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who keeps paying for that. Honestly, that would be an editorial. We need to look into that. Who the heck is still paying for Ace Chemicals to be around? What do they even make at Ace Chemicals? I actually don't know if I've ever seen an Ace Chemicals product. They just make open vats? Is that their thing? If you need an open vat, you call Ace Chemicals?
They make chemicals. I'm pretty sure the Joker is like funding Ace Chemicals now because there's no way with the sheer amount of like incidents with the Joker and Ace Chemicals, they've got to be in cahoots or something.
Right. There has to be some kind of contact, at least to some kind of criminal activity. Well, I guess that's a given. We're in Gotham. But it just seems absurd to me that Ace Chemicals keeps getting away with all that craziness that they're up to. Who leaves all those uncovered vats around?
This has been The Morning Mask. I'm Jade Jones.
And I'm Chad Chesterfield.
Have a great week, Gotham.
Jim Gordon!
Perfect.